This crime scene tape is left over from the checkpoint tent that was here yesterday, right about in this location across from Chip City, Citizens Bank, Chase, and Salty Paws. And they had like a bomb sniffing dog and I guess and/or drugs. I think it's more like, you know, terrorist type stuff. And they had a few trucks that probably said counterterrorism. A little chilly out this morning. In the shade, it's super chilly. I'm on the cusp of shorts versus long pants. So I have my shorts with layered shorts. It's like boy shorts under. It's hard to explain. They're kind of like, they almost look like black bike pants, but they're soft and cottony. And I wear them under my other shorts. More crime scene tape here at Mitchell and Ness to my left, and across from Bluestone Lane, which is to my right. Police car at Bluestone Lane Coffee. They have locations in LA, Maryland, probably New York. I kind of forget. I have to look. They might be like Levain Cookie, and they have blue and white as their primary colors. They might be in Bethesda, for all I know. They used to have a location over by the district attorney's office on the southeast corner of City Hall, near McCormick and Schmidt's, and Macy's, which is in the Wanamaker building. It's an old building where people go during the holidays to see the organ show and the light show. So every day the organ plays at certain times, but during the holidays there's a whole light show. Maybe I'll do that again. And you stand by the big eagle in the Wanamaker building, which now houses Macy's. But Bluestone Lane Coffee is an Australian-inspired coffee, supposedly. Because when I first read the description, I was like, oh, are they from Australia? Is it an Australian coffee shop? Like, is that where they began and they stretched out to the US? I don't think so. I think it's more like Australian-inspired coffee or whatever. Coffee made in Australia, or I have no idea if the beans come from there or what, but anyway. I'll head on down here and I guess it was only like 10 days or so until the election. I'm a proud non-voter because of what happened to me in 2011 and continues to this day, albeit it's a much better day. I thank God that it's a lot quieter. Anyway, because it went on voraciously and in such a bad way for so long, and so many people are poorly behaved, like I'm already bracing myself for this guy. It's a whole crossover, good. And he's wearing camel, right hand phone, left hand briefcase, and it's on the soft side. So I don't even have to double check, I already know. I have him identified down to a T. Big tall guy with a beard, dark, you know, black hair, black beard, right? So it's hard to tell if he would have been a good person or not, but a lot of people who carry out orchestrated skits, it's hard to say, but I already knew that my blood was boiling, if you will. I already knew there's something going on internally in me because of him. So I'm wondering why he was coming around this corner here, which is where I walk every morning. Oh, that girl's from my building. Is that Kachava girl? So anyway, thank God he kind of went across the street and didn't ask me for directions or where the nearest mailbox was or where the nearest trash can was. Normally you would think people are innocent, but things got so weird and crazy that it's like, and there's people on top of the roof here where these posts are. So there's like silver posts here on the corner So they must be doing roof work over here. And someone on the stairwell trying to lift a plank up the fire escape there. So that was brought to my attention by someone in the sky, I think. I don't know if I would have noticed unless I would have heard them. I can hear them now. But anyway, it's hard to explain, but just know that if you visit a city and 5 people come up asking you where a mailbox is, then you're gang stalked. Also, if you're sitting there with your dad, like at the riverfront in Wilmington, Delaware, and people come up and say, "Can you tell us where the nearest Humane Society is?" then you're probably gang stalked. What are the odds that someone just walking on a river walk, which is a touristy area, needs to know where the Humane Society is? So it would be like a hidden, subverted message, you know. So both my dad and I were targets that day. And I wonder if my dad was a target his entire life, or after he entered a new chapter of his life, what kind of activities started to happen. And he would have brushed it off, and it wasn't that bad. Maybe they're at a hotel and someone walks by and flashes, you know, a boob or whatever, while they're at Disney at a Bella Vista hotel. And they kind of joke about it, unless those people knew something about my dad and second wife or what have you, and played a little game. They're part of the intel community, and that would have made more so my dad targeted. He entered a different world, and that world targets people. Okay, have a great day.